person can do something like that is very cruel. You're 17 years old, and and then she said her dad is her best friend. My Lord, if she doused her best friend, her dad, with chemicals, what would she do to an enemy?
Won't you coming out of the snow and cold? We've got it nice and warm.
Thursday, y'all. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. Friday Eve. Y'all, it's been a lot going on. I had a death in my family. My dad's birthday is on the 6th. It's just a lot going on. Just trying to stay positive, trying to stay upbeat, and happy holidays, y'all. I don't want to come on here sad. We got to embrace this life that we're living. You know, whatever it is, however hard it is, just thank God for every day. Every day, new grace and mercy. Yesterday when I got home, and when I get home, I go home and I check my personal emails and things like that. And so when I first, on my landing page, when I go online, I think it's MSN, and they have all kind of different things about your health. I guess it's things you search, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, because I'm always looking up stuff to try to be healthy. So although I need to eat better, I be trying now, I really do. But anyway, they talk about your health, current events, people in the news that's passed and stuff like that. And they were talking about, it was a young girl when she was 17. Her dad, she was mad. She got mad because her dad wouldn't take her to a party. Well, the dad was intoxicated, and that's why he wouldn't take her. Her dad went to bed, and she gauzed him with some type of chemical. I don't know what it was. I'm going to share the link to the story. And 5 months later, I think he ended up on, oh man, be careful. He ended up on dialysis. Okay, baby, the light has changed. He ended up on dialysis. They had to end up amputating his leg, and 5 months later, her dad died. So there was an appeal. She was convicted. She was sentenced to 4 years, maybe. I didn't get a chance to read the whole story because I was trying to do things, rearrange my closet and all that. But anyway, she was sentenced to maybe 4 years, because I think at the time at 17, I thought at 17 you were tried as an adult, but I guess it may depend on what state you live in.
I wanted to get more information about this because I was just given, I didn't know enough to share, so I don't want to give you misinformation. Here is what I discovered in reading. Her name, here's what it says: a Michigan teenager who killed her father with a chemical drain cleaner was released from jail after spending more than a year behind bars, according to multiple news reports. It says Megan Joyce Imerowitz, 19, was sentenced Tuesday to 1 year in prison, followed by 5 years probation, but she was released because she received credit for the 506 days she had already served. This was not the sentence we advocated for. However, the judge ultimately decides what sentence will be imposed. And this is the Chief Assistant Prosecutor David Williams. This is what he told the Oakland Press. On June 15th, Amirowitz was found guilty by a jury of both domestic violence and unlawful possession or use of a harmful irritant causing death in connection with the 2021 death of her 64-year-old father, Conrad Amirowitz, according to a statement from the office of the prosecuting attorney. She faced the possibility of life in prison. During the trial, prosecutors claimed the attack happened after Conrad told his daughter he was drunk and unable to drive her to a hair salon in October 2021, shortly before her birthday, according to NBC News. The conviction stems from an incident that occurred on October the 1st, 2021, when the then 18-year-old defendant threw lye, a chemical drain cleaner, on her sleeping father. The prosecutor's statement reads, the father was hospitalized for chemical burns across his body. He survived for 5 months following the attack, but ultimately died on March 6, 2022, 3 days after he was removed from life support from chemical burns and complications sustained when a chemical was thrown on him, the statement reads. This is a tragic case. I commend the prosecution team for the tremendous work that went into the prosecution and securing justice for the victim in this case. And that comes from Oakland County Prosecutor Karen D. McDonald. Prior to her sentencing, Emirowicz shared a statement in court saying her father was her hero and best friend. The prosecution has tried to make me look like a monster, but that's not me and never was, she reportedly told the judge. All I can say is wow. Wow. I just wanted to share that up for clarification because what I had stated earlier was premature. So I just wanted to be fair about what I was sharing.
The Supreme Court overturned her sentence and she got credit for time served and she is out. She has been released from jail and from prison, and she's on probation until I think maybe September 2028. I'm gonna share the link to that story, y'all. First of all, I always try to be open-minded about any situation I'm dealing with, right? So here's my concern with that. Her dad the reason why her dad wouldn't take her was that he was intoxicated. Had he gone to take her, he could have possibly killed somebody. So because he was safe and didn't take his daughter, she doused him and now she's free. I don't agree with that. I do not. Now, just like the Supreme Court said that she's rehabilitated. How can you, what measures, how can you validate that? I feel like a person can do something like that is very cruel. You're 17 years old and and then she said her dad is her best friend. My Lord, if she doused her best friend, her dad, with chemicals, what would she do to an enemy? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where that happened at. Was it? I don't want to be wrong. I'm gonna just share it. I'm gonna probably have to put in a voiceover and go into more detail about that story. But y'all, I was dumbfounded. I was like, you have got to be kidding. You mean to tell me this at the time she was a young adult, 17. So I'm trying to, well, I don't know if it said 17, but I don't know if she's 17 now. I don't want to be wrong about it, but I do know that I think I may have actually took a picture of that where she literally galls her dad with some type of chemical which caused him to come to those injuries 5 months later. And they say she's rehabilitated and they're letting her go. Is she going to be, she's on probation, but I don't know. Has she had mental evaluations and things? Because I just don't, people get more upset when people do things like that to animals. And she did it to her own dad, and y'all feel like she should be a free person now? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. I'm not God. But I look at situations like that and like, wow, how could you even? If I think I've done somebody wrong by maybe just hurting their feelings or making them feel inferior, I'm apologizing. Never would I harm somebody in that way. Never. Whoo, Lord. But anyway, y'all, like they said, take all type of people to rule the world. I don't know. I never heard of such though. Never. All right, y'all. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all be blessed and be safe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving.